off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And
the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
The ball carried by.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
5-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Falcons.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The pass intended for number 87, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for it?
Yes, sir.
Not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is
getting that jank?
I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like grabbing my phone right now. That's why I gotta keep checking the junk. What up, though?
39.
I'm talking to John. No, I'm talking to Johnny. Comment on the stream.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Make these niggas sick, Vick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
What's up, bro?
At their own 23-yard
Fresh out of
set
school.
to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
and 9 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Get him.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get
Good
there
pressure.
for the sack.
Great
Job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a handoff here to his running back.
No,
9
got
yards
her.
is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, he all right. He didn't work on him. Should be back by the 3rd quarter. Get him ready. Get him ready.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's not going anywhere. Get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Okay.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Bucs defense stiffens
Oh,
and pushes
man.
this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Escaping the pressure right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
His kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 10, Buccaneers 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But you get a feel from that distance,
back down!
knock it through.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
All right,
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Get that off him, bro.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This will be caught at about the 6.
God.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point. And he'll put it
That didn't go to plan.
At at 10 apiece. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. All level now at 10 apiece as the kicks away.
Already, a bunch of legends, a bunch of guys that
this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. There was still more than a minute to go in a half.
We'll bring these same type of players into the
This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, we out. Oh, we out. Oh, we out. Flag. Come on, man. He was already gone. What you doing, Quaz?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Good Quaz draw, man.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man,
oh, Ridley. Oh, stiff arm me.
And they're able to get this
Come
one
on, Mr. Gambler.
30 to the 25-yard line.
You do better than that.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Thanks.
Ridley, if you don't know it's this bull, you're a sorry-ass fucking wide receiver. So you should stop being there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, you sorry as hell!
Physical play on the football there.
Oh my God!
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Steps away. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw here. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion.
Got it. Fresh off the sideline. Fresh off the back from injury.
Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's James. And he returns this to the 22.
You going, boy?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Texans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them to maintain bills, man.
When you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
How you been, dog? How's the fan? How's everybody doing, man?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bad news. Oh, fuck!
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls.
99 bananas. So I got 99 days. 99 bananas.
So they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one out for a really good strike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Mossy! Oh! Palomalu.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take up and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. That made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So get a study up a week. Oh, you bum!
As soon as I saw him breaking.
How? How? That's just not being focused. Like, what the hell? Butterfinger ass. Man.
Get outside,
looking like getting ready to put the show.
Gravitating downfield because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right
here.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Well, it's tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the speed. How about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
We're following the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards in the end zone. Muscles him off. And he'll be back here again, shy of the 25 to the 24.
First and 10.
Their own 24-yard. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Oh, man, stop breaking fucking tackles.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly have success throughout this
we got to put the person back on Art.
You're
getting too comfy back there.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
Get him!
And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Ain't nobody open, cuz. Nobody open, cuz.
Falcons get there. The Falcons get the
so
sack.
down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
This is getting blocked by air.
Thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is brought in by Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 11.
A lot of niggas been naming names, smoking C, smoking do. I'm just taking the name.
33 following a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center.
Dumb questions like, can I live?
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. second down and 3.
I ain't cold no more. From the come to store no more. I ain't sleeping on the floor no more. Trying to play me at the door no more. And you might have the 9.
And again this time to the tailback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, they're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when you get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To his running back. And some room to run now. This one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ben, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Had bad luck. Then my luck changed up.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, thank God.
A turnover would really help. They're almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Catch the because of the dough.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
It wasn't like this
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
Buccaneers 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about... to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you. Back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
How?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 15. Motion fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Reggie White.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking. Playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
What's good on the extra
That undercover cop said illegally popping. Not if you cross the line, but this motherfucking job must have lost his mind.
Set to kick off.
We switched the pot, man. We trying to beat him next. So this one all exclude the Paca, Michael. Just keep singing the same song as
James returning.
Me and Haley dance to your songs. We like, I don't really want to step aside no mic, dude.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think
if you want it, you got it. You want the shit too. We ain't this you want it.
Second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether
it was all the tough talk.
More focus on what
you
they
like job.
What
up, dog?
They just played better. Whatever it was,
you saying they did with all you meant. You could have solved it then.
Points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
See that for all you stat padding motherfuckers? Yeah, I got my injury avoidance. Fuck y'all. I get my teammate rust, you know what I'm saying? Going stat pad, but we got a bye week, so it ain't stat pad. Get y'all work in before we gotta take a week off. You heard? Y'all know the deal, man. Y'all know the game, man. Stop playing, man. Y'all know the game. Y'all know the game.
Trying to keep the people stable the way I feel. I might put it all up the way you feel. You might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go in water, not a devil. Listen to everything.
Calvin Johnson balling out. Mac Jones carving up defenses? Oh no. Barry Sanders. Ooh. Steve Young. Oh my God. Steve Young trying to win another Super Bowl. Who that with a broken collarbone? Roy Williams. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes. Oh, they defeat Jalen Hurts and the Dolphins. Bryce Young, roasting niggas. John Elway, balling out. Falcons, Michael Vick is playing better than I expected him to. Wow, what a dig. Calvin Johnson, balling out. Let's see what goes down after the bye. That's the niggas we do together. Mr. Droppy, get me some work. Mr. Hot Hands. shit, dog. Get that shit cracking, lagging here. Get that shit cracking, lagging.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I did not know I lost my left guard. Well, looks like getting my guys back. Perfect timing. The Saints are 4-1? Oh my god. Chad Ochocinco, Steve Smith, Barry Sanders, Peyton Manning, .91-yard pass from Bryce Young. Oh my god. Pat Mahomes snapping. Randall Cunningham balling out. Seahawks. Don't worry about Vita Vea. You can't catch me. Me not worried about you, Vita. Not worried about you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my Joe Montana. This is the game I should have broadcasted. Sheesh. Nambi. Steve Atwater. Cam Chancellor. Earl Thomas. Why they got both? Why they got the Eagles special teams? They got Aaron Sipoff and they got the kicker. Where he at? Jake Elliott. They stole the Eagles' whole kicking team. DK and Rusty Garrett. They tight end. Noah Fant. You got Nambi and who else? Oh, the rest of them sweet. Oh, nah. Dang. Be back on later.